My favorite painter is a guy named Jeffrey Hull. And Jeffrey Hull paints paintings almost exclusively of one beach on the coast of Oregon. And I got the chance to have a conversation, actually a couple conversations with Jeff over the years. And one of those, he was amazing and spent an hour with my 12-year-old daughter, and she was just asking him questions and about his process and about what he does and about his printer and about how he paints and his canvas and all that. And there were two things that Jeff said in that conversation that I was like, those are so good, I have to write them down, and I've kept them with me. So Jeff's business and vocation is very, very specific. Again, he really only paints pictures of the Cannon Beach, Oregon area. He doesn't go to Arches National Park, and he doesn't go to the Caribbean, he doesn't go to beaches in Maine. He paints right there, and he has a shop right there where he is. And I love the localness of his passion and his profession. And Jeff taught me something about persistence and something about perseverance. And here's the thing about persistence, is he said this, he's like, hey, when your profession is painting, you better paint. When your profession is painting, you better paint. I don't know what your profession is. I don't know what the skill or expertise that you're trying to develop is, but whatever it is, you better do it. You better sit down and paint. You better get out a pencil and write. You better pick up some books and learn. You better, if you want to be able to be better at leading meetings, you better lead the meetings and not just be in the meetings. If your profession is painting, you better paint. And the second is about perseverance. Jeff said this line, I thought it was so great. He said, painting is relaxing when it's going well, but it's rarely going well. I was asking Jeff about, I have a couple of favorites of paintings of his, and there are times where, yeah, it was one take. But there are times that he has things that he crumples up and throws away. There are times where he just work at something and work at something and work at something. And I love this idea. You think about somebody who's a watercolor painter, and you think, oh, that just must be so relaxing. You must just be so at peace. I can't imagine them ever having anxiety. Painting is relaxing when it's going well, but it's rarely going well. And here's the takeaway for me, is it's so easy to look at other people's highlights and think that that's been the bulk of their experience, the bulk of their life. You see them on stage, or you see them on Instagram, or you see them leading, and I was like, gosh, they just seems like they have it made. That it just seems like things are always going well. And sure, things are relaxing and joyful when they're going well. But if you are a professional, if you are developing a craft, if you're trying to add value to the world and contribution, honestly, it's rarely going well. So, when your profession is painting, paint. And remember, yeah, sure, it's relaxing when it's going well, but it's rarely going well. Here's what I know about anybody who has a profession, whether it's art or music or leading or writing, is the more practice that you get, the more you learn that you still have to learn. And so I would just encourage you, keep leaning in, keep developing your craft. When it's not going well, don't worry. It's all these days of it not going well that it takes to be able to get to the day where it's going well. It's also a reminder to me of, I want to be linked arm in arm with other people who are developing the craft, because it reminds me to keep going and to keep pushing and to keep refining and keep contributing.